Hey guys, Sunil here, CEO and founder here at Economic Consulting, and today in this video we will be going over how you can book 1000 plus sales calls this 2024. 1000 sales calls seems like a lot, but in this video I'll be showing you how you can turn that into reality. We will be going over the math behind the 1000 sales calls, the infrastructure needed for this to actually become a reality, and how to structure your messaging so that you can get more meetings. 1000 sales calls this 2024 means that you'll be averaging 4.17 sales calls a day, roughly 4 to 5 sales calls a day, that is, and that would mean 80 to 120 sales calls in a month. So if you're able to close 10% on average, you'll be looking at 8 to 12 new clients. And 8 to 12 new clients at 3.5k LTV, we will be making 28,000 to 42,000 in new revenue every single month. So if that's the case, then you have a system that will produce you an annual run rate of $336,000 to $504,000 a year. Essentially, a system that can scale you to $500,000 basically. Who wouldn't want $500,000 additionally sitting in their bank account? The question is how you can start generating those 1000 sales calls. To book 4 to 5 sales calls a day, you need 2000 outreaches a day essentially. 2000 outreaches a day will yield you 4 sales calls a day at 500 outreaches to book one meeting. So over the course of a month, you would need to send out 40,000 outreaches, again assuming 20 working days in a month. For this, you need a system that can send out 40,000 outbound messages in a single month. So in this video, I go over how you can send out 1,000 cold emails per day. This video goes over how you can start building that infrastructure. But before you go ahead and try to implement this in your own business, understand your total addressable market first, right? Your TAM first. If it's below 10,000 businesses, then honestly, you need to switch up your strategy, focus more on personalization, heavy personalization, and lower volume because you have only a fixed amount of businesses that you can outreach to. This system makes more sense if you have more than 80,000 companies in your total addressable market. You can have more of a volume-centric approach there, that is. So you can send out 30 emails per inbox comfortably, right? And you can create a maximum of 3 inboxes per domain to lower the probabilities of the domain being burnt out. So if that's the case, then you need 1000 divided by 30, you need 34 inboxes roughly, right, to send out 1000 cold emails a day. And if that's the case, then you will need 12 domains if you want to create those 34 inboxes. If you want to send out 2000 outreaches a day, then you need to double that. So 68 inboxes in total spread across 24 domains. That's how you need to structure everything. Now, that's cool, right? We covered how to build the infrastructure. As you can see below, once the infrastructure is set up, we need to figure out how to structure the copy, right? Creating personalized copy that can be replicated at scale via automation is super important, right? It's key. For this to happen, you first need a tool like Smartly or Instantly that will enable you to automate email sending. And then you need a tool that enables you to fetch the data points that can be used to create the personalizations. And then you write the copy around those data points. The key here is that you need to come up with the data points that need to be added to the personalizations and the email copy before you go ahead and build the lead lists. Brainstorm the data points to add to the email copy. Then you write up the email copy basically, and then you build the lead list around it. Once you do this, once you execute this workflow, I want to give you some pointers on coming up with the email copy, right? Because coming up with the email copy is the first thing that needs to be done. Here are some frameworks that you can use, right? I got a couple of frameworks here that you can use for your email outreach. The first one is trigger-based campaigns. You leverage trigger events like hiring events, funding emails or something along those lines. Like you scout multiple databases to figure out these triggers, and then you write a copy around those triggers. If they are hiring for an SDR, then there's a high likelihood that your solution for cold outbound services, for example, could be useful to them. Number two is you find problems that they are having right now or might be having. You bring these problems to them in the email copy and then you offer a solution to them. Another strategy is lead magnets. Build something that's super valuable and offer it to them. It should be super valuable that they would have to otherwise pay for. Then offer a walkthrough on how they can implement that particular valuable stuff, right? How they can implement that lead magnet in their own business or agency or whatever it is that they run. You're essentially pitching for a walkthrough call. So that's how you're getting your meetings. Another one that I want to share with you is 1 to 2 sentence emails. This also tends to work really well, but it should be really direct to the point and it should immediately strike a nerve with your prospects. They are highly condensed emails that are 1 to 2 sentences long, and as I said before, they are super direct to the point, very clear CTA, easy to skim and read. So these are some of the frameworks that you can use in your email copy, and some tips are that keep the emails shorter than 100 words, right? Stay away from spam words, clearly communicate the reason why you're reaching out, write at a 5th grade level. Even Alex Hormozy recommends this. Write at a 5th grade level because you want your people, you want your audience, your prospects to understand what you're talking about. And then make the message about them and not you. It should be customer centric. Use social proof that has quantitative results in it because that strikes a nerve much more easily. With that being said, the goal is to test. You run tests, get data, and then double down on the stuff that actually works and make insane money from it. Understand that the goal of copywriting is to evoke interest and get them to take action on your stuff through the power of words. Your copy is working decently if it's generating a positive reply for every 200 to 500 emails. If it's doing that, then that means that the copy is working good. The next steps would be to just take those positive responses and turn them into calls and close them deals basically. That's what you need to do. If you want us to essentially help you build this infrastructure out in your own business and make 2024 a successful year for your own company, then book a call with us. I will essentially go over a custom client acquisition workflow that you can implement in your own business to ensure that you make this year, this 2024, a success. With that being said, I look forward to speaking with you soon and have a good one.